Midfield area, and that's where they'll get their triangles working, Kevin. The thought was, again, as we look at ball from Cuenca from one side of the 18-yard box to the other, and it's a nice little cushion touch into the path of Xavi. But what must Osasuna be thinking? 21 minutes gone, they could have...
That one onto you. What do you say to them?
What can you say? You know, you are playing against a very, very special team. The best for me, the best play, the best team.
Great roar from the crowd as Lionel Messi goes for his first warm-up of the second half. Struggled in the last few days with a bout of flu. Looked like he was going to keep him out of the squad altogether. But may get some minutes before the night is out.
Well, as my wife would say, no man has the flu, they just have a cold. Because we as men, we can certainly hype it up, Kevin, can't we? If he has flu, he won't be able to do anything this evening. So he has a cold. I'll agree with my wife for a change.
Hope she's not listening.
Of course she's listening.
Up front for Lekic. I think Mendilibar, the Osasuna coach, might be looking for the nearest white flag. His side 2-0 down, and the world's best player comes on a little short of the hour mark. Off comes Pedro. And the great Lionel Messi gets his first taste in 2012.
Well, there's nothing worse as an Osasuna player seeing the first substitutions that Barcelona make, and you're right in saying the best player in the world. Is he possibly the best player that's ever been? There's always those arguments. Maradona was obviously my favourite, but when I've seen Messi over the last few years, I think he's close, or if not better than Diego Maradona. I'd be interested to hear what Ozzy Ardiles would say about that.
And still only in his mid-20s. Felt it should have been a goal kick. Decided to leave the ball alone, the Finnish left back, and was embarrassed when the assistant on the far side flagged for the corner. Take short here, this is Messi. Nicely worked beyond Puyol, and calmly done by Damir. Here's Messi. Plenty forward here for Barcelona, including Xavi. Thiago. Messi couldn't gather it in. But that's the point David was making in the first half, and what we've mentioned so many times watching this glorious team, how quick and how eager and how hungry and how good they are at recycling possession. So quick.
Scored the one against Zaragoza this year, but he'll be disappointed that...
Messi. Dani Alves. Busquets. Just feeling the effects there. He did very well to get there first. This is Messi. Thiago. Might have taken that on there, Thiago. Messi. Good run from Fabregas. Flag stays down. It's good pace to close out Cesc Fabregas.
Yeah, Damir, the right back had to come across nice and sharp. Fabregas have got the wrong side of both the centre-halves, but that is an area where Cesc does struggle, Kevin. It's just that, after that 20-30 yard burst of pace, it's just that prolonged...
Messi, how did he get past two there? Alves, Messi! Oh, it deserved to nestle in the back of the net. chance to Osasuna. You almost begged it to go in.
Well, the question marks have to be asked is, how on earth did he get out of that first challenge to start off with? There were two players in and around him. But then it was just a nice little 1-2 involving himself and Dani Alves. You can see Riesco going down very quickly. Just tries to lift it over the goalkeeper. He does, but I think he just puts a little bit too much spin. You can see the ball's just spinning away. What great play, and Guardiola must be thinking, how on earth didn't that go in?
Here's Messi. Menacing run. Fabregas. Fed on nicely here by Busquets. Xavi, Messi, another glorious build-up. Messi looking for the shooting position. Was he held back? He thought he was. The referee did well to keep up with Messi's run there and said no.
Well, if you ever see anyone skiing on grass, this is what he's all about. Just the way that he's able to bob and weave in and out the poles. He had a little bit of a shirt tug there from Flagno to start off with, tries to get in between himself and Damir, and you can understand why Lionel Messi was looking for a penalty, but well, when Messi's in this form, it's breathtaking.
Flags up. It was a welcome flag for Osasuna because they were breaking with at least a man advantage, and here they come again. And this time the referee will give a free kick, and just outside the penalty area as Alves tumbled well into the box. But I think the initial contact, I think the referee's right here, was just outside that 18-yard line. Messi, Puyol in there, good save from Riesco. Headed in by Puyol, but the ball was already out for the corner. Xavi's corner, in goes Piqué. Fabregas, good ball to Alves. Xavi trying to invite the challenge. Still in there for Barcelona. Messi! A rare-headed goal for Lionel Messi. But it was coming. And the only surprise that the third goal has arrived as late as the 73rd minute. And that probably has put this tie to bed now from not being too unkind to Osasuna.
Well, it's a glorious header from Lionel Messi towards the far post, but it certainly was coming. Good little ball in from Xavi into the path of Messi. Well weighted, timing of the run was absolutely spot on. Not the tallest player, certainly out of the 22 on the field at this present time. But when you get the timing right, you get the attitude and desire to go and attack that ball, there was only going to be one winner. But it was coming, the third goal. We said about Riesco being very brave moments earlier, but he could do nothing about that header from Lionel Messi.
4th of January, and it's Messi's 30th 3-0 goal of the season. Got over 50 last season. Meantime, Alexis that they produce so often, home and away. They beat the best. They beat the minnows. They treat them all with respect.
Barcelona. I just think pound for pound the starting 11 of Barcelona is far superior. Play of the season that people will always remember about. Well, I remember Javi Varas when he was in goal for Sevilla when they drew 0-0. That was an unbelievable goalkeeping display against a Barcelona side which could have won 5 or 6 quite easily.
Here's Alves trying to feed that into Fabregas, who's on a hat-trick. Here is Cesc Fabregas. Alexis. second goal. Brilliant instinctive save from Riesco. But once again, that movement, that precision of pass. Xavi. Messi. Naturally looking for this away goal that will close the tie-up. Performance in midfield. Messi, Fabregas, they've only conceded the same amount, 15.
But the game where they got beat at Athletic, where they lost 3-1, they were down to 10 men because Lama got sent off for
Alves. Messi, scorer of Barcelona's third, their only goal in this second half. Coming off the bench, Lionel Messi. Possession at by half-time. Messi. Xavi. Alexis. Messi! It's offside. Impish attempt. He wasn't hanging around to see whether the flag had gone up against him.
Yeah, you see straight away as soon as Alexis heads the ball. He's just half a yard offside. But the question I have to ask you, Kevin, does Lionel Messi score a simple goal? Everything, and you've said that word on a couple of occasions tonight, superlatives. You run out of superlatives when you mention the name of Lionel Messi. Because he doesn't score simple goals, does he?
Makes them look simple very often. I'll take your point readily. Away by Sergio. Almost 1 minute of the 3 added on have gone. Here's Messi! 4-0! A good-sided goal, but to pick up on the theme, he made it look simple again. The gloss on another great night at the Camp Nou for this fabulous, fabulous team.
Well, that puts them on 99 goals so far for the season. But once again, when Lionel Messi receives that ball from Xavi, he only has one thing on his mind, is to get it onto his left foot. Opens up his body. You can see there, Sergio isn't close enough. But you've got to take into account Xavi as well, Kevin. All 4 goals have come from Xavi. He's made all the 4 with Fabregas, with the 2, and also the 2 for Lionel Messi. But he makes it look so easy, he's so exquisite, he's so composed, and he's got a wonderful left foot. And it's a fantastic finish.
You have to say Sergio should have done better as the nearest defender to Lionel Messi, but so often defenders are made to look foolish when they dive in on the great man. But Sergio had an air of caution about his defending, and, well, Messi did the rest.
But the thing is, Kevin, if you get too tight to him, he'll roll you very easy. If you stand off him, he can do that. So it's the devil in the deep blue sea when you play against a person of that class.
And the crowd have witnessed a start from Barcelona to 2012, and a message to not only the rest in Spain, but to the cream of Europe. Are they going to be any less committed, any less talented, any less hungry in 2012? The answer, palpably no. 4-0, they win.
Incredible stuff. It took a bit of time to get the 3rd goal and the 4th. To be fair to Osasuna, they defended well in the second half, but who else would get the goals once Lionel Messi went on that pitch? What a player. It was a good day on Tuesday for the lower division sides in the Copa del Rey. Albacete drew at home against Athletic.